Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you are. Thank you for watching this daily huddle show. We're going to probably be joined by Mr. M later on today. But man, you know, if this was the top of Bitcoin is in a sideways action for 7 years, man, it seems. God damn it, man. But I got some interesting news for you, and I'm also going to be ranting again today. Again. Yes, again. I'll be ranting again because, you know, I just don't understand people's mentality when it comes to taxes, man. Do you understand that taxes are not the solution? They're not. They're actually a way for the wealthy to stay wealthy and control you, right? That's what taxes are, income taxes, right? But hey, you don't agree? That's fine. That's fine. You'll learn the hard way, right? You'll learn the hard way because if you scream for more taxes, you'll get more taxes, all right, on you. Not wealthy people. We don't pay any taxes, okay? So you consider that for a second, right? And we're going to rant about that in today's episode. So it's a good rant. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. It's going to be a great show. So with that said, Mr. M will join us shortly, and make sure you head over and hit subscribe of Mr. M's podcast. Right? He's got a nice show here that's got 2K views. I think both of these ones are really good, so make sure that you watch them both. Okay, Bitcoin for beginners. If you want to actually learn how to hold Bitcoin for the long term and want to join a community of hodlers for life, we got that here for you. Right? Very cheap, very, very cheap. We could do that even for free if you'd like. Okay, what to expect from the Federal Reserve's Bitcoin and Crypto Payment Conference. Okay, I didn't know they were meeting about that. Somebody mentioned something similar. Asked me what I thought, and I guess this is what you're talking about. The Federal Reserve will host a conference on October 21st, that's today, covering topics like stablecoins, AI, crypto payments, and many more. Here's what to expect from the talks and who will be there. Okay, the Federal Reserve is to host. Let's see here. Okay, we already said all that. Payments Innovation Conference, right? The conference itself meant to encourage open dialogue between the Fed officials and crypto industry. Interesting. Okay, I guess a lot of crypto people are going to be there. So, going to be an interesting ride. Going to be interesting. Right? The Federal Reserve welcomes the opportunity to consider a broad range of perspectives. Yes. How about my perspective and the Fed? You want to consider that? Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to jump to why I think we need to end the Fed, right? This is a good video. I think you guys should watch it. I don't like the part where it talks about how taxes are the solution because the correlation between, people's wealth and taxes is like increase. No, the corporations didn't pay those. The taxes were up to 90%. 90%. No one paid it unless you're an idiot, right? Jesus, what's wrong with you people? Right? So, anyways, the issue here is that it's the money. It's the money, stupid. It is the money. Right? The money is messing you up. The money. You see what they did here? This thing, they actually took us off a gold standard. They removed part of the gold and stole the money. And then they started doing welfare programs, right? Creating bridges and stuff that they don't need, right? For no reason. It's the money, stupid. It's the money. That's why, man, I have to go on a rant, man, because people just don't understand, right? That all problems, right? Because history is clear on this. History, if you look, whenever a government said, you know what, we're going to use fair and honest money, all of a sudden, economic boom, right? All of a sudden, right? No taxes, free money that's fair and honest, right? Weights and measures, economic boom. Everyone's prosperous. Oh, why is that? I wonder why. I wonder. Oh, because it's fair? It's not a cheating system like our current financial system is? That's why. And when you're using a system that cheats people, well, you end up with bad results. Now you can say, well, how come this level here, people started increasing their wealth? Yes, because they fixed the money supply to $35 an ounce, right? After they finish wiping out and stealing everything else, and they run out of money, right? They try to steal it from income taxes, right? But eventually that runs out too. And then all of a sudden, people were able to save, because when they saved, that money was actually worth it because it was always fixed at $35 an ounce per gold with real money. You were able to save it. You were able to, for the long term, and saw your wealth increase. Notice, are you noticing a pattern there? Did I just not? Okay. Yes, that's right. So make sure, you do what next, right? If you want to see that video, links in the description, right? I made sure that that's there. Make sure you head over to satoshi15.com, right? I just redid the website a little bit, right? Made some changes, right? And have some menu items here, and that's it. But yes, guys, get a lot of sats for $1, man. And it doesn't matter. If it goes down, that's great. You get more. Keep getting, right? Because the day will come, it will explode like gold. Explode. And people will be like, when the media is silent, and they're like, did you hear that Bitcoin doing something like that? Yeah. It's going up a little bit. Yeah, it's gone up just a tad. When that happens, you know you got the right. We're going to explode higher. That's what's gold doing, because they're just silent. Okay, Coinbase down amid AWS outage. Users unable to access their accounts. I was still able to access my account. Oh, that's right. I don't use Coinbase, right, to store my wealth, or any exchange to store my wealth. That's right. And look at that. What happens when you do that? Oh, so you're not dependent on any particular, company if they actually own your crypto. But we all know, listen, man, if Coinbase wants, they can take all your crypto, right? It's not yours, right? Just so you know, right? They may owe you dollars, and that's fine. They print a bunch of those, right? And so a day will come, your crypto's gone, and you'll get dollars. Congratulations. Oh, by the way, they'll reprice the crypto a lot higher, and you can't buy it back. But that's okay. You got dollars, didn't you? They didn't steal it. They paid you for it at the price of the time. At least at the price of the time that they stole it from you. I've seen they gave you fair value. It's already stolen once you gave it to them. That's it, period. So you can ask for it back. Hopefully they'll give it to you. And yeah, I would suggest you take the advantage of that right away. 67% of institutions see bullish 6 months from Bitcoin, Coinbase. Okay, so I don't know. This is not good, because it's not you and I that's running the price up. It's the institutions. And if institutions, 70% of them almost are bullish, right? You know how the game goes, right? The market is designed to take the most amount of money for the most amount of people most of the time. Well, that's most of the amount of people are bullish, so that's where the money is. With the bullish people. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. I guess that's it. Hey, listen, don't spam the coin, spam the place with stuff, okay, guys? Appreciate it. Even the Satoshi coin, don't do that. Print free money and spend the future value. Yes, exactly. They print free money and spend the future value away from you, from your future. That's how it works. So make sure you hold something that's going to hold its future value. That's Bitcoin. All right, so we got some more bullish news here. Okay, so let's take a look. All these are in the description, guys. Maybe. But this is bearish, dude. I don't know why this guy's pointing this out. This is bearish. You know what? Speaking about bearish, that's right. I wonder what the weekly close on Bitcoin is here. Because if we closed, I think we didn't close weak. Hopefully we didn't. On the RSI. Let's see here. Oops. Yeah, it's so big. I gotta reduce the size here. Yeah. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Eek. This is a weekly? Yeah, it's over. So what this is a divergence that's confirmed. This divergence is not confirmed. This divergence was confirmed. Oof, ouch, ouch, ouch. And then all of a sudden we made the 2600 the high, and only to make another confirmed divergence. Oh man. Oh man. This is going to leave a mark. We have two double confirmed divergences on the weekly. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Dudes, this is not good. Can we see a break higher? Yeah, we could. Yeah, Bitcoin could break out of all of this. They could be just painting the tape, but this says no, right? And then, of course, the media just constantly screaming at us that we're going to millions of dollars. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. All right, because nobody's screaming gold's going to $10,000. No one. Right? Wow. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Global money supply continues to increase, but don't worry, guys. They have management systems to keep the price of Bitcoin down. Unfortunately, that they're probably unleashing, because those things worked for gold, and now they're not working anymore, right? So they can convert it to Bitcoin. Let's see if they do. I mean, the final nail in the coffin will be a break of 103, right? So once we break that, yeah, not good. Yeah, not good. We'd have to break above. Right now, we have to break about at least just above the 112. 112K for us to like go, yeah, maybe we can break for higher. And yeah, let's listen to some bullish situations happening. Here, let me just make sure the audio is working. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so let's just play that. You see, hopefully it plays.
I also have another theory called max pain theory. And that is like the most painful outcome for the most people is the most likely outcome. So if we think that Bitcoin volatility is always going to be low, and we just gradually step up to 1 million and to 10 and to dollar parity with SATs, that is the best case for the world. Everyone has a long time frame to accumulate. Everyone has time to buy. And I don't think that's going to be the case. And I think a lot of people realize this. If you look at Saylor and Strategy, he's buying anytime. Like it doesn't matter if it's a top. He doesn't care about dips because there is this urgency because the time is running out to buy Bitcoin at these low prices. So we're going to see a fast run up. And gold is a good parallel for what we're likely to experience with Bitcoin. If you look at the picture circulating right now on the internet, there are people lining up, forming queues to buy gold. And gold is at an all-time high. So nobody wants Bitcoin when it's in the low 100Ks. But once we get to like $500,000 per Bitcoin, I think the world's going to wake up. Central banks are going to wake up, and nation states are going to start joining the race. And that's when you go to 1 million very quickly and beyond. I also have another theory called max.
Yeah, I think so. I think central banks have a little bit of a hard time buying into Bitcoin because, you know, they print money so they can print as much as they like. So, and I think we have to get a little bit higher before they can buy in the size that they want. Okay, so interesting thing to think about. Yeah. So yeah, you're guaranteed. Central bank is coming to buy your Bitcoin, right? So you don't have to worry because they'll print it. They'll print it. Yeah, just make sure you have it on you, or else they don't need to print that much to get it from you, right? Why? Well, because those they hold in the government and they make the rules, right? You're like, no, they don't. Okay, you know, a wealthy person who lived over 300 years ago said, give me control of the nation's money supply and I care not who's king. You know who that person is? I'll just tell you his last name, right? Rothschild. Yes, Nathan Rothschild. And how much assets does his family own? Okay. A third of the planet? That's on Wikipedia. You can look it up yourself. Oh, you see how that works, right? I hope you get it, right? So, right, those who goes to gold makes the rule, right? So, you've got a printing press that everybody believes is real money, right? Well, you make the rules, not the government. Got it? All right, moving on.
So I thought this was a really great watershed and thanks to the president for his leadership and the Congress for getting this out and getting that bill to the president's desk for signature. I think this bill the Genius Act is focused on payment stablecoins, and so that's not really within the SEC's ambit of regulation, but it's really for the banking regulators as is appropriate. But the one great thing about this is that for the first time now, the United States government has put its stamp of approval on a very key and important, potentially very important digital asset that will, I think, help to lower costs, lower risks in the market, because we can now move towards an instantaneous almost settlement of payment versus delivery for securities, thanks to on-chain stablecoins. And that will help, I think, innovation and to really get our markets, to be the best in the world.
Well, I don't know about the stamp of approval for Bitcoin, right? But clearly, right? Blockchain and cryptocurrencies is the future, and that includes, of course, Bitcoin, right? So there you go, right? So you don't have to worry, right, about buying this as it goes sideways for the next 5 to 7 years, right? Probably I don't know, you might want to count the last 4 years as part of the last 3 years as part of the sideways action, since, it only went up 20x. I mean, 5x, sorry. 5x with the bottom. Maybe a little bit more than the 5x, but yeah, something like that. Let's just say 20K was the bottom. 5x. What's that? Nothing. Sideways action. Oh boy. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. But yeah, we can go sideways for a while. Now, of course, you don't want to you'd be like, I don't want to wait. Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing about bankruptcy. If the United States goes officially bankrupt, it's currently economically bankrupt, right? Officially is when they can't pay anymore with the dollars. And you are busy, right, waiting for Bitcoin to go down low enough to buy, and then that happens, boom, you're done. Your dollars in the bank is useless. Your stocks are useless. Everything gone in a flash. Your house. Oh my God, your house is toast, right? If you own a house and you think, well, there's my wealth. I'm storing all my wealth in my house. Ooh, ouch. That's gonna sting, man. That's gonna sting, right? The only reason why your house is worth that so much is someone could print money and buy it. When that goes away because the United States can't pay, how much is the house really worth? What somebody can save, work and save for it. And when everybody's broke, how much is that worth? Ooh, you've got some serious problems, man. You got some serious problems. Yeah, that's it. So I'd be careful if I were you. If you think your house is your savings bank, it is not. Okay. Yeah. Sideways. Look, we can call this sideways, man. Sideways. What's this sideways action, man? Sideways. Oh boy, what's this? This is October 19. Bitcoin has made a real all-time high compared to gold in 4 years. Okay. Oh, this is gold. Okay. Well, interesting. Either gold's going to break down or Bitcoin's going to break up. Interesting. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Bitcoin goes sideways and gold breaks down. I don't know. I don't think so. I think the what's it called? Central banks are going to still buy gold, but this looks interesting. This looks like a breakout, though. Looks like we just have to pass this line, have to break higher. So who knows? Maybe this is a bullish sign, and I might be completely wrong. I mean, we still have to hold the 103, so we're still good. We're still in the positive sense because we're at 107 or almost 108. The 103 is the line in the sand, so that's all we need. It's 103 just to hold the 103K.
AI and crypto czar David Sachs saying his first priority is exploring the possibility of a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Joining us right now in an exclusive interview to talk about that and so much more. David Marcus, he previously led crypto and payments at Meta is the former president of PayPal. He's now CEO of Lightspark, a company he launched in 2022 that's building payment infrastructure on the Bitcoin blockchain. Good morning to you. It's been a while, but it's nice to see you, David.
Good morning.
Let's try to, we're sort of seeing this revolution, at least inside of Washington, it appears, around how Congress and how this administration is going to think about crypto and specifically Bitcoin, and how you think that the things might manifest. If you could just sort of walk us through the permutations in your mind from a regulatory perspective, not just on the regulation, but also on the strategic reserve and things like that, how this changes things.
Well, it's a brand new day for crypto in America, frankly. And speaking as someone who tried to launch a project and worked really hard to get it off the ground here at home and having it shut down by the US government, to having conversations about regulatory clarity of Bitcoin strategic reserve, and really doing whatever it takes, frankly, for America to lead in this revolution that will completely rewire our whole financial system, is quite a polarity flip of atmosphere and energy for our entire industry. So, I'm very, very happy and excited for what's coming. I think we're very close to the precipice when it comes to falling behind here, and so it's really amazing to see.
What does the strategic reserve do, in your mind?
Well, look,
besides push up the price of Bitcoin.
Well, I think, first of all, if you look at the strategic reserves that the U.S. government holds in gold, we're the number one holder of gold in the world. And arguably, if you think of Bitcoin as a better version of gold, digital gold, why not allocate a portion of that reserve or rebalance a portion of that reserve to the better version? And, I think, there's just a lot more opportunity for growth and appreciation of Bitcoin than gold in the next couple of decades. So I think it's a wise decision, potentially.
All right, so there we go. It's a wise decision to get some Bitcoin, obviously, no matter what. All right, well, on to the Q&A. I've got some good questions and stuff like that, good stuff for you guys to go over. Are we back to Rec City, right, is the question. And the answer is no. I mean, we already got a wrecked situation happening, right? If you're a heavy long. Back in the October 10th. So, no. Okay, this is interesting, right? I'm going to do research here on ChatGPT, right? Okay, I'm going to ask it a little question here to answer this, to show something, right? I'm not sure what the answer is, right? But I'm going to ask it. Let me just see here. Where's that button to clear the, there it is. Okay. How much gold in a month was purchased in, what was the largest amount of gold purchased in 1 month in 2025? Question mark. Okay. So I'm willing to guess that it's probably more than central banks. 19 tons in August. If you meant to purchase by all buyers and just banks, for region sectors, okay, so let me just see, because I remember reading a chart where that was just in 1 month alone, the United States moved over 1,000 tons, right? Somewhere, right? In 1 month. So, yeah. Because when you take a look at the money, the amount of number, you said 83 billion worth of gold, right? Well, how much? What's the market cap of gold, guy? Oh, 3 trillion. What percentage of that is 100 billion? Yeah, 30 trillion, right? So if it was at, let's just say 1 trillion, that would be 10%, right? But since it's not, but let's go to 10 trillion, that'd be 1%, right? And we have to go 3 times, so that's 120, what does that work out to? 0.33% of less than 3%. So less than 0.03% of the total supply of gold purchasable on the planet. So whilst you can point to that and say, look, gold's found, largest gold find ever. Yeah, 0.33%, less than 0.33% of all the gold that exists. Oh, by the way, they have to take it out of the ground, right? They didn't just snap their fingers and then all of a sudden it's there, right? They have to take it out of the ground. And at what rate? Probably less than 2% per year. That's how much they got to take it out of the ground at, right? 2% of the total supply that they have. Okay, so there it is. Remember reading about gold, 1,000 tons, was it 1,000 tons of gold moving from one country to another, 1,000 plus tons. What? Okay, single country. Okay. There's a report in 2022 around 413 metric tons of gold, 30 billion, were smuggled out of Africa. Interesting, right? Anyways, could be wrong, I guess. But if I find it again, I will bring it up because I'm pretty sure I saw that much tons of gold being moved back to the United States, right? What are they? What in the U.S. reserves. So 8.3. So I could have swore that was, it was a colossal mark. It was a colossal amount to probably refill these reserves, right? So that's why I thought that's what it was. They were just removing the gold around. If I find the article, I'll bring it up, right? Alrighty. Let's see here. More gold are being discovered, and people are willing to pay more for gold. And whatever. Yeah, exactly. It's not a retard. It's just you have to understand that gold is still limited, right? I mean, we could get more, but right now we're only mining it at 2% more into existence, right? So 2% of the total supply is added to gold, is being added every year. So that's the average rate that we can mine it at. Maybe we can get up to 3 sometime, but I don't know. You want to join us?
Got your coffee.
Thank you.
Want coffee now?
Yeah, sure, bring it. Come on over.
Thank you. Just catching up with my breath.
Oh, you can breed?
Thank you.
You can breed.
What's happening? Bitcoin is doing naughty things.
Well,
Hello, guys, everyone.
it's not going up, right? So let's just go forward. Let's see if there's any more questions. What do you think? What do you think about the gold, right? I mean, they supposedly China found a megatons of gold, right?
It's gone on the all-time high, right? Last night, gold.
I don't know. Has it?
Yeah, I think it's done 3,480, I think, or something.
Really?
Unless I was dreaming.
Again?
I think so. I think it smashed on the all-time high.
Again?
Not entirely sure, but I am.
Yeah, you're
sure.
right. Again?
Yeah, because everyone is shorting it, so it makes sense. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Look at that. Let's just bring that up for people. Again.
It's back again. But people are saying, oh, come on, man. Gold has to be, that's it, let's short it. It looks like a cup and handle there, by the way.
Again, well, it hasn't made the cup and handle yet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What
damn.
was that, 348 or something?
Yeah, that would make sense, right? I mean,
Damn.
because gold is a part of the cabal. They always like, if everybody was shorting it here, they're right for a while, but then, it has to like take out all their shorts and then goes down. So most likely we're probably coming back down from here. Most likely, right? But because, we're a little bit super extended.
Smidge.
Yeah, super.
Just a smidge.
Right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down, and then a lot of people try to short, and maybe I'll try to do it one more time just to piss people off.
You get to 5,000 maybe.
Yeah, probably not 5,000. Maybe just just
bit over
a little bit over, just to wick above, and then finally come back down. Just so you know that. So don't try to trade this. It's commodity because they are very nasty.
Yeah. You don't want to try and catch this knife, right?
I mean, try to short it, right? You can, but make sure that you do it on a shorter time frame because, man, they are brutal. Right? So you catch this on, you see how this was even on a shorter time frame.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, okay, I'm going to break this. This is my stop loss. And you're lucky that they didn't come after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting to see, gold doing these things and Bitcoin. I mean, went up a little bit, but then now it seems like we are chilling. 107 it was this morning or something? I don't know.
Yeah, 107, but I mean, you can see 107.7. You can see that this has got more downside. It's got to probably retest the lows here.
Well, you said it yesterday. We have a CME gap, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the gap, let's see if the gap has been closed. It has not.
That's why when I came in the office, I was so bullish. And then you said yesterday, those magic words.
It has not.
CME gap. And I was like, damn it.
And it's gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's gone.
Oops, it's still not playing through.
Pretty much. It's coming from the speakers.
Whoopsies. It's supposed to be chat.
And it's gone.
There you go. You guys
It's
just
going
got that.
through now, yeah.
Okay, so let's see if there's any other dumb people to be rich. Yeah, that's true. Liquidation is good to prevent dumb people to be rich. Yes, even if they were rich, they'd end up gambling again. Because how many people do you see? Win is one of those. What's the name? James Wynn.
Oh, he got liquidated again.
But before he did, he got all these numerous liquidations. He was constantly winning. Did you know that, right? And he made up to. He started off with a few million, and he made up to 100 million, right? And then he lost it all 100 million.
It reminds me of the casino, Like you go in, you win, you double. You know the meme where there's the guy who throws the thing into the garage and it doubles. Have you seen him? It's so funny. So they throw in a pack of cigarettes and the garage puts back 2.
That's exactly what happened to the markets, right? Especially if you win, right, with your high leverage, right? You want to go back in.
Yeah, because if you start with 1 million, the market want to take 100 million, not 1 million. So they let you win, right? And then when you have a big pot and you go, I'm the best, then you get punched in the face.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. Yeah, he got liquidated again last night. So
This is my shock face. No.
Some people are saying, like you said, I'm surprised he still has cash. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know.
Wow. Mr. M, please play the Michael Saylor meme. What's that? Like,
What's the Michael Saylor meme?
it can go higher?
I don't know what's the there is a lot of Michael Saylor meme. Can you be specific, please? We can try and find it for tomorrow.
Okay. I think Monero is going to go to big in the future. Okay, maybe. It might be big in the future, maybe bigger than Bitcoin. Unlikely. Because of its privacy, no financial advice. The problem is that most exchanges can't support it, right? It'll still be around, for sure, right? Because you can create an on-ramp, an off-ramp from any other network to that network. You can actually you could trade with somebody, right? With what's it called? With an atomic trust swap between Bitcoin and Monero. So you can always ensure that you guys will make the fair trade. And so effectively it's not going anywhere, right?
Yeah, I agree. First of all, Monero has a ton of competition. So that's it's not gonna happen. Like our chain, Pirate chain, it's way better than Monero, by the way, if you like decentralization and if you like privacy. Plus, all the chains are implementing Wimble with Litecoin is doing privacy. There is no way it's going to become better than bigger than Bitcoin.
It's going to be a difficult ride.
The only thing I agree with you is no financial advice. That I agree. That I'm with you. Right?
Yeah.
In the sentence.
So when we say, if I say meme coin or Bitcoin, which one would you hold?
I need to think about it. Can you give me a day so I can do some research?
You do some research and come back tomorrow and let us know. Because this guy, he's dying. He wants to know. tSATs or waffles?
It's always Bitcoin, man. Always Bitcoin.
Duh.
Yeah, ergo tSATs. Same thing.
Exactly. Same thing, right? Little TA for silver, old time's sake.
Oh, silver has gone a little bit bananas, right? He passed $50, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just bring it up, right? And here, why don't you see if you can find some more questions whilst I bring it up and answer the people's needs and wants and desires.
Let's see.
Let's see here.
Thank you, by the way, guys, for all the comments.
Ouch. Dogecoin looks like it's about to collapse.
Really? Okay, the party's over and now chill and disable for 3 years. No. Disagree. Agree to disagree. The party is not over. We need to play a few more songs. I believe, at least. Let's see.
I'm never able to find. Okay, wait a minute. What I can't find. I'm always having problems finding silver on the charts here. Let me just see if I have it loaded up here. Open layout. Silver. There it is. Silver chart.
Also, one is talking about the moon. Yeah, there is a connection between the moon and the price of Bitcoin.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, there is a connection between the markets and the moons and stuff like that. But to trade on it is kind of silly, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's just me.
I mean, you can play in your haircut or your nail chop because there is indeed a connection there with the growth and stuff, but I wouldn't bet money on it. But hey, so much fear right now. Yes, indeed. I don't know what fear and greed is at, but we reached the lowest 20, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it's gone a smidge lower than 22, but then I'm sure now since Bitcoin pumped, we've gone probably up a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, where are we at? 34, yeah, okay. 34, a little bit over, but look at it doesn't say 22, but we went to 22.
Jesus.
Yeah, I have a screenshot.
Jesus. Okay, so look at this. I mean, on the daily, we have silver, right? It's still in its uptrend, though. Still in its uptrend, and it's just started.
Dang.
Right. So Yeah, it's just started. I mean, I started accumulating this thing, right? Especially after this plunge here, I was buying down back here, all the way up. This move, and then it plunged. So don't be surprised if we do another FU plunge and then back up again. Okay, so it's coming because they can't allow this, but they can only do it so long, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
This is a huge volume, right? Because this is volume in silver. So, wow, for $50, right? So, somebody's got a lot of paper money to throw at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the volume should be dropping down, not when going higher, not increasing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you want to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, indeed.
That means it's got more to go.
Wow. Well, like you said, silver has been suppressed for ever.
Exactly. So,
And it's the only metal who hasn't gone past the all-time you were saying.
exactly. Out of all the major commodities, at least.
of
I mean,
course.
there's certain things like coke, very rare, like sugar and cocoa, right, and stuff like that. I think they haven't, but then we produce those things on massive, find ways to produce those things on massive scales, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
Wow.
so yeah. Any other questions?
Is 0.1 Bitcoin really the future American dream? It's going to be, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. You'll be able to definitely buy a couple of houses with that, right? For sure.
It might won't seem now, but time will tell. Yeah, I believe so.
Because, I mean, it's 10 million Bitcoin, so 10 million Satoshis. So that's, I think we'll see. Houses are going to drop so far, right? Right now, the thing is, I need to come up with a model that explains what the prices are or going to be in Bitcoin, because a lot of the pricings that you see is off skewed, right? For a lot of reasons, right? Because of the money printing. So we'll see a lot of things that you think that are that are worth it, like for example a house, right? That everybody needs, right? Those things are going to just drop like crazy. We're going to see rare and valuable items, like unless it's like one of a kind or something like that. But if it's like it's a collection of many rare items, then it'll drop heavily. So, for example, watches is an example of that.
Unless
right?
it's a scarce or rare.
Unless it's like a very like one or two or three
Sign off by someone.
exactly. Then those things are going to be separated from there was only 100 plus of these, 100 to 1,000 of these things, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be separated, and those things, right, will drop heavily in value because they were purchased with printed money, with the expectation of increase.
Exactly. I love this one. Tom Lee saying it will surpass Bitcoin. Yeah, well, people say a lot of stuff, but that doesn't make them true. It's called the flippany, by the way. But if you want my 2 Satoshis, it's not going to happen. I don't know what you think, but yeah, I wouldn't bet the farm on it.
Me neither.
But hey, your money, your choice as always.
Is Zcash the future? I mean, Zcash will probably not going to go anywhere, but I don't call it the future, right?
Oh, no, me neither. I still have 0 Zcash in my portfolio, and I'm happy. It's that way, right? But hey, again, everyone does what they want.
I mean, Dash is coming back, right? So it's
Crazy, right? After that's like a proper monster from the
dinosaur,
past.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, there is a lot of competition for that second spot, right? You have, and remember, Litecoin back in the days was supposed to be silver of gold. Look what happened to Litecoin. Nobody cares. The guy who invented it said, "I wish I would have sticked with Bitcoin."
There you
like
go.
the other day on an interview. I think it was on BBC or whatever. But so
Yeah, I'm sticking with Bitcoin.
yeah, same.
I'm moving everything over to tSATs and supporting Bitcoin as a growth engine for the future. That is where my whole everything that I'm doing is pointing in that direction. I'm changing everything that I've done, and I moved away from. As you can see, I'm slowly moving away from meme coins and
Yeah.
moving towards that direction. So you see it live and in color as you guys watch the live shows, my everyday shows. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can we do this one? I love this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation, why has it crashed every major market? Okay, so first of all, inflation is 7% a year, right? They say it's 2, but it's not. That's a CPI, as Da Vinci says. 7, that's your number. Bitcoin has done
A little bit better than that.
7%. But don't trust me, go and verify yourself.
Exactly. Please.
On average.
On an average
On
basis.
average, I think it's 45% a year. So if the number you want to beat is 7 and you do 45, you tell me, is it a good thing? Or is it a bad thing?
Have you been beating inflation or not beating inflation? Please help us out here because we're not that good with numbers here.
Exactly. 7. Remember, 7. That's your number.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right. CPI.
CPI.
There's no crypto market without BTC, US. Okay. BTC, US, us, the king in crypto. So stop waiting for meme and other garbage.
I agree on that. But that doesn't mean you can have fun, right? So, for example, I can say, hey, Da Vinci, let's go to Vegas and let's gamble at the casino. I'm not going to go with my entire pot of saving. I take maybe $50, $100.
Exactly. That's what I do when I go to Vegas.
Exactly. It's
like
fun.
us. Yeah,
You
exactly.
smoke a cigar, you play some whatever roulette or...
So yeah,
As
that's
long
what the
as you-
meme coins is about.
Exactly. But I agree. I mean, treat them as a gambling thing. But yeah, I agree. Nothing is like Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly. But most people treat the meme coins as, oh, well, I'll put it all on black.
Yeah, I know. Because they think 50% is not enough, right? A year. Kagger, they say 50% is not enough.
Okay. What is tSATs? tSATs is a Bitcoin stablecoin. What does I mean by that? I mean it's backed up directly by Bitcoin so that you can actually buy a large number of sats, right? Which is 100 to 1. 100 million, sorry. 100 million to 1.
1 million to
sorry.
1, yeah.
100 million, sorry. 100 million to 1 allow you to actually hold a larger number than a fraction of a Bitcoin. These larger numbers gives you a psychological boost to help you build your stack faster than if you were to see a fraction. You have Bitcoin, but visually you have a larger stack. Boom.
Boom. Exactly.
And not only that, it's on the Solana network, which makes it cheaper to transact. You can actually participate in DeFi applications. In the course, we show you guys how to actually earn more sats with your sats, right? And so, yeah, you have options. You have a lot more options than you did with Bitcoin, just hodling Bitcoin.
Do you know what I think it is? I think you invented the cure for degenerate gamblers. That's it.
Yeah.
tSATs is the cure.
Yeah. You know how many people just buy because they think it's going to fucking...
I know, but they're buying Bitcoin and they don't know, which is phenomenal. That's the cure. That's the cure.
It's going to 50 cents.
It's going to tSATs going to 1000x.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%. I mean,
It's the
it will. It will eventually.
Hey, because Bitcoin is going up.
It will eventually.
It's the cure. That's it. It's the cure. I think you smashed it out of the park with that one. I remember in the beginning I couldn't get it, and then I was like, I know what you're doing there. It's really
I know. A lot of people were not getting it. And I was just staying silent, building in silence,
It's really clever actually,
and then release.
and cure everybody. The process.
Cured myself of the meme coins disease and everyone else. Boom.
Exactly. Look,
For a
where
few
do you
dollars.
think tSATs will be in 5 years? Okay, so if you have been listening, you probably can figure it out yourself. So where do you think
Let's take a
Bitcoin
look
is
at-
going to go in 5 years? Right?
Yes.
That's the answer.
That's the answer. So with that said, right? But let's take a look at what's that Plan C's thing, right? And
the quantile
model. I don't know how to bring that up.
I can type it in for you.
Sure. Thank you.
I can use the keyboard there. If you go on my thingy, I already shared it. By the way, have you seen this? Exactly as predicted.
Exactly.
As our friend Carl would say, exactly as predicted. This was a month ago, a little bit less. And I said Bitcoin is going to likely test the channel there.
Yeah, we're holding the 103, man. If we hold the 103, we're good. But if we don't, if we break that, we have a weekly close below that,
I know.
You might as well pack your bags.
I know. But look at this. This guy says 96. No. In my chart, I said is 103.5. We've gone to 103.7. So I missed it by a couple of $100. And by the way, I'm not a trader, so it doesn't matter. But I thought it was funny. So if you go here, I reposted it because our friend Plan C just released a Quantal model version 2, which is here. Come on. Almost there. There you go. There.
So in 5 years, 500,000 if we just stayed in the center.
If you take the fifth quantile, yeah.
So that would mean, right, that tSATs would have 5x.
To be conservative, could be
500,
5x.
Yeah, 500%.
There you go.
Boom. Yep. So hold on to your tSATs for 500% gain. I think you can handle that. I think you can live with that.
Yeah. Ha! Good to see you, Tyrell. Yo, are we in the bear market? Not yet, bro. I miss you. I hope everything is okay, by the way.
I mean, according to the fear and greed. I don't know about that, man.
According to the fear and greed, we are dead.
This says we're dead.
According to the fear and greed, we are dead.
Bitcoin is going to zero.
Yeah. I think we have one last dance.
That's it, man.
What do you think?
Game over, man. It's game over.
I think,
can we
honestly,
squeeze in one last dance?
I think we could probably bounce here at the 103, but or the 105, just below here, the 106, 105-ish area. And then if we do not clear we can clear between 112 to 116. If we're in here, then we might have, we get some hope above 112, but the 116 is we've got to break it.
Yeah.
We got to break it. 117, 117K.
Yeah.
Got to break it or else we're lights out. Anyways, guys, you know what? It's been an hour. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your questions. It's been a slice. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Indeed. Love you too, bro. Bye.
Cheers.